Hi, my name is JR and I have the honor of being part of the worship team here at HV. A couple weeks ago I was actually part of the live worship recording album, but my story kind of started 15 years before that. 15 years ago, a good friend of mine spoke a word over me, and that word was that I would be part of a worship album that would touch the nations. I had lost a lot and walked away from ministry, worship ministry, and it wasn't until about a couple years later after that that I started to get my foot back into ministry. And actually 7 years ago is when we made Higher Vision our home, and even still then, it took about a year for me to start getting back into the worship ministry here. When I was asked to be a part of the album, God reminded me of that word that He spoke over my life 15 years ago. And it was just a reminder that no matter what had happened throughout all those 15 years, God still hadn't forgotten about me and about the promise that He gave me. The day of the recording, Pastor Jared spoke to the congregation and told them that this album would be an album that would touch the nations. And at that very moment, I looked into the congregation and I locked eyes with that dear friend that spoke that word over me. And at that moment, we knew and we were reminded of God's faithfulness. And after all this time that had passed, married now, 3 kids later, God still had not forgotten about me and the promise that He had given me. My circle is a worship team here at HV, but there are so many circles that you can be a part of. You could download the app or visit highervision.church to find your circle.